Hey guys, it's Elaine, the Ninja Life Coach, and welcome to my channel today. Today is Motivational Monday, and we're going to talk about Rosh Hashanah. So sit back, grab yourselves a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Are you a little confused about where you're going this year in 2021? I know 2020 has been probably one of the worst years of our lives. It is the worst year as far as disasters and things in my memory. I cannot remember a year that's been this bad. One thing that we get to do at the beginning of the year, we all feel like we can start anew and afresh. And everybody needs a time of new beginnings. Rosh Hashanah is coming up this week, and Rosh Hashanah is a Jewish feast day. It's the Feast of Trumpets, and it's the day when they blow the shofar in Israel, and it's pretty exciting. I don't know if you all have ever heard a shofar, but go Google that if you haven't and just listen to it. It sends chills up your spine. It's just amazing. It's an amazing sounding thing. It's made out of a horn, a ram's horn, and it's absolutely amazing to hear it. But it's the Feast of Trumpets, which is the Jewish New Year. And anytime we hear the words New Year, we think new beginnings. And the good thing with God is every day is a new beginning. It doesn't have to be Rosh Hashanah. It doesn't have to be our Happy New Year day on January 1st. It can be any day. Any day can be a new beginning with God. But I wanted to specifically talk about Rosh Hashanah because it starts the 18th at sundown this year, and it runs through September the 20th at sundown. It's 2 days, and it's a day of celebration, and it's a day of reflection about, okay, what did I do last year? What can I do differently to achieve my goals in the new year? And gosh, if I'm going to start my new year January 1st, what can I do to make sure I have hit the ground running? Now, that's the life coach in me coming out, because this is 3.5 months of preparation time, so you can set your goals for January 1st and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to do it, and this is how I can get off to a good start in January. The Bible tells us in the book of Ezekiel that if you are a watchman on the wall and you see the enemy approaching and you do nothing, then the blood of the town is on your head. But if you sound the alarm and say, hey, there's somebody coming, and you blow that trumpet and say, hey, somebody's coming, they're going to attack us, we got to get out of here. If someone gets killed and they don't prepare, that blood is not on your hands. So to extrapolate that forth in the 21st century, I'd like for you to take a look at Ezekiel 33 this week and ask yourself, how can I apply that to my life? Well, here's a really good way that you can do that. What is it in your own life that you have not been a watchman about? What is it that you have let slide that you need to go back and pick up and say, okay, I wasn't diligent with this. I need to pick this up and do it in 2021. This is something I need to take steps to start doing today. Or what is it that I did well in 2020? What is something that I really excelled and shone in? And I need to carry that forward so that I can be sure I continue that in 2021. What are those things? Now, ultimately, there are times when we are going to have to sound the alarm for other people. There's a time we have to set those boundary lines. There is a time that we have to speak truth into people's lives, but we can do that with kindness and with love. But you know what? There are times in our lives that we have to do that very firmly. And this is what I think that God is trying to say about the watchman to me today in the 21st century. And when God speaks to me about something, then you all get to hear it too, unfortunately, or fortunately. So I really felt like today I kind of needed to sound that alarm for you all and let you know that this feast day is coming up. This is not something I normally give a lot of attention to on this channel, but this particular year has been such a troublesome year. I mean, it really has. And I could not let Rosh Hashanah go by without talking about it just a little bit. That's usually a great day or a couple of days to sit and reflect on, okay, what is it in my life that I need to clean out and to just start anew with God. So I think sometimes as Christians, we neglect those Jewish feast days. And they're really kind of important because God instituted those days, that we need to pay attention to them and say, okay, how can I apply this to my life in 2020? And we need to apply that in our lives. So this is a good time for you to reflect on that and kind of map out a plan. January 1st is when we all start thinking about that. But we can really get a good grip on that and a good jump start on it if we'll start planning that now, about 3.5 months ahead of time. And that's what I always like to try to do this year. It's harvest time. People are thinking about fall. They're thinking about gathering. They're thinking about Thanksgiving. So let's gather in those things that we need to gather, and then let's leave the things behind in the field that need to be left behind and we don't need to carry with us not one more day. And pumpkins are all well and good in the fall, but right around January, those big old pumpkins can kind of start getting rotten. So we don't need to carry pumpkins with us all year. Listen, you guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Happy Rosh Hashanah. Love you guys. God bless. Maranatha, you guys. This particular video is brought to you by Elaine's Beauty Boxes with Mary Kay. And beauty boxes come in 3 different sizes. The Brave box is $29, the Braver box is $39, and the Bravest box is $59. The last day for ordering these boxes for this month is the 15th. So if you'd like one, just send me a private message and I'll put one aside for you.